Hey, what's up? Cryptic Media here. Here to talk about some Nazi zombies and Call of Duty. So basically, what I want to say is, I think it would be super sick if Call of Duty had a Call of Duty game that was just based on Nazi zombies and the creation. Like, I know each Nazi zombie or story map, whatever, has like Easter eggs and a story behind it and whatnot. But I think it would be cool to actually have a zombie camp, like Call of Duty, where it's a zombie campaign. I don't know. I just think that'd be really cool for many reasons. Because how cool would that be, to where you're like an elite force of soldiers, or like a special operations, or like a cop, or just a regular citizen, like gunning down zombies and trying to figure out where the virus came from, or where the zombies came from and whatnot. Like, just like a full-on, like, that's the game, like jumping out of helicopters, running away from zombies on a rooftop, traditional Call of Duty stuff, but with zombies. Okay, a zombie campaign and all that. Make Call of Duty everything that Call of Duty is, while having zombies in it, right? Could you imagine, running away, or like you get stunned by a zombie and you're watching one of your friends get eaten, and then you throw a knife in its eye, or something like that, like Modern Warfare 2 reference right there. How cool would that be? Please tell me, that that's cool, because I think that would be so cool. Anyway, I think the Call of Duty series is in very dire need of doing something original, like a zombie campaign. I mean, you might be like, well, zombies aren't really original anymore, Okay, Logan, zombies aren't original. Everybody's doing it. Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil 6, and then TV shows like The Walking Dead and Z Nation, and then World War Z, the movie just coming out not too long ago. And Left 4 Dead, all that good stuff, with zombies. Zombies. Because, and the Walking Dead video games, can't forget all those. And you have a point. You would have a point if you said that zombies were kind of overused. However, in a Call of Duty sense, I feel like adding zombies in a Call of Duty game would be so fresh. And by fresh, I mean different, because Left 4 Dead is just run and gun zombies. Resident Evil 6 was like, only part of it was zombies, the other part was like Gears of War, basically. And like, I don't know, because Nazi zombies, like, perfect formula. Like, you played Black Ops campaign, World at War campaign, play some online, and you join up with 1 or 4 friends, or even tackle it alone and play Nazi zombies. You kill zombies. I mean, tell me that that's not fun. Tell me that you don't love doing that. Tell me that when you bought Black Ops or World at War, that like one of the things that you never did was play zombies. Okay, I understand if you don't like it, but zombies, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm like having an orgasm over just thinking about it. Just, you know what I mean? Because how cool would that be if they took the story the lore that they put behind Nazi zombies for World at War and whatnot, and put it into a, however long Call of Duty is, 6-hour game. And if they actually took their time, they could easily put more than 6 hours of gameplay in it. If they wanted to, they can make it like a 2-part series or whatever. Because how cool would that be? So you start out, like, you play the events of what started it all, with all those cutscenes. And it would be cool to have like Easter eggs in the game, or like audio files like that they put in the Nazi zombie, like like all the audio recordings or the radios in World at War. If they put all of that into like audio logs in the actual game, oh my god, that'd be cool. That'd be such a shout out for any Nazi zombie fan, and for any because it would be good for like newcomers who don't know the story and just want to play a Call of Duty zombie game, so they could learn the lore And then for those who already know the lore and went through the the they actually took the time to complete the difficult task of finding, you know, all the Easter eggs and whatnot, and reading on the lore and watching YouTube videos to explain the lore of Nazi zombies. How cool would that be? I mean, that would, any like Call of Duty Nazi zombie nerd would just instant boner, jizz in your pants, shit like that. Okay, tell me how fucking that would be so fucking amazing, amazing. Okay, I swear to God. I think this needs to happen ASAP. No doubt about it. It needs to happen ASAP. And the reason why I say that is because imagine how much money they would make. I don't know why they haven't done this yet. Like, sure, they added like the campaign in like Black Ops 2, you know, like the zombies campaign or whatever. It's not really a campaign. It's just like traditional Nazi zombies. You're going on a bus and going to different locations. I don't really call that a campaign. I mean, like a campaign with like full-on cutscenes, checkpoints, and all that good stuff. However, they would need to change like the zombies a little bit, and you know, like make them a little easier to kill. But it would be so cool to have like throughout the campaign mode, have like, if you like implemented the maps in the story, like you go through the maps and whatnot, and you actually, so like for instance, Doris, like a moment in the game where you go through that base. How cool would that be? Like, how cool? And then you have to do like a puzzle to complete the teleporters or whatever. Oh my god, that is amazing. And you see, they could actually make it like a really scary game with some action in it, because Call of Duty's action, and Nazi zombies can get kind of scary at times. You know, if you're playing alone or playing with friends and you hear the zombies, like, oh my god, where are they? Where are they? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I shit my pants playing Nazi zombies a few times. Okay, and then they could even like have, Easter eggs, or not Easter eggs, but like moments where you actually have to survive a few waves of zombies. You know, like tower defense kind of shit, or you know, kind of like Nazi zombies. Like you have to rebuild windows in certain parts of it. Kind of a shout out for all the Nazi zombie fans. But how cool would it be just like be playing as Nikolai and like having his story like revealed and you know shit like that pretty much, or flying in on a helicopter and just blasting zombies away, and oh my god, just going through hordes and hordes and hordes of zombies. I think that would be so freaking awesome. And not to mention, you would probably fight Germans, because if you're like attacking some, or you know, attacking some of the bases, trying to figure out, you know, about the Nazi zombies or whatever, then you would probably end up having to fight some, you know, some Nazis, some Germans. How cool would that be? Killing Nazis and zombies, and then Nazi zombies. Oh, freaking amazing. And you can have like parts where you like travel to the moon and shit. Oh my god. And then you learn about like all that traveling back in time, like Shangri-La or whatever, the island, whatever it's called. How cool would that be? I think that'd be dope. And then in an online mode, like multiplayer, because you know Call of Duty is infamous for their multiplayer. Like that's why a lot of people buy it. Some people buy it for the story, because Call of Duty does, I'm not gonna lie, in my opinion, Call of Duty has such a great story. Amazing. Amazing. The most amazing story. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like it has the best story of like any video game. I don't want to, you know, say that, but like Call of Duty is a pretty great story. Like Modern Warfare 2, sorry if I spoil it for anybody, but it shouldn't be spoiled. I mean, you should have already fucking played it if you're watching videos about Call of Duty. So, here's your 9-minute spoiler warning. Click off the video if you don't want anything spoiled. But in Modern Warfare 2, like that twist where General Shepard killed Ghost and, God, who was it? Ghost and, it wasn't so, fuck, I don't remember. Ghost and Roach, there we go, Roach. I think it was Roach, I'm not sure. Just like blast him away, like that part, oh my god, I was like, what? And then when you're in the space station and you're watching like the missile like flying over, launch from the submarine that Captain Price launched during that one snow mission or whatever, the sub base. That was, oh my god, and then like the EMP going off, and then you're playing the soldiers and running while everything's fucking crashing around you and all that shit. That is amazing. Okay, that is Call of Duty. Do you know how amazing that is? In my opinion, that is the greatest freaking thing ever. Okay, let's be honest. That's bonerific. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, those were some cool scenes. Black Ops 2. I mean, Black Ops 1 was. It was okay in the sense like it was kind of confusing to follow. You would definitely have to play it over in order to fully understand, like in order to comprehend it. I mean that, or I was just really naive because I was like fucking 14, 13. I think I was 14 or 13. Let's see. I was about 13, 14 when I got Black Ops and played it, so that's probably why. I mean, I understand it now. I'm 18 now. Totally understand it now. Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare 3. Oh my god. World War 3. Like, that game is so fun. You're just going around blowing shit up. You're in New York City and shit's falling everywhere and whatnot. And then you have the awesome scene where you chase down McTavish. Is it McTavish? McTavish? The terrorist that took, Zakharov's place. Or was it Zakharov? Fuck, I don't know. I'm getting my names confused. And then Modern Warfare 1 was freaking amazing because it was the first time you had like a modern war in Call of Duty games. And it was perfect. Okay, that's perfection. It's the only way I can describe it. Absolute perfection. Anyway, so yeah, and Modern Warfare 3, friggin' when Soap died, I was like, what? No! And then, Captain Price takes revenge. Fucking, you annihilate McTavish, I think, after chasing him down, then, oh my god, falls through the glass, And Black Ops 2 was, I love the story because, like, what you did throughout the game and some of the decisions you made, like, the fact that it gave you, like, moments in the game where you could choose decisions. I mean, it wasn't, like, that many decisions, like, but it definitely altered the ending of the game by far. Completely altered it. Like, there was so many different endings. Like, I played it 3 times and I've had a different ending every single time. And then the fact that you had the strategy part of the game, like, I think that was amazing. I think people kind of overlook that when they were, talking about Call of Duty is the same thing every year. Like, well, fucking clearly you didn't see the fucking, the fact that you actually got to choose a couple things on Call of Duty, and the fact that you had like 5 fucking different endings, and you had the real-time strategy part of it where that actually somewhat affected like the lore of the game. So I think that was cool. And then Ghost, oh my god, I don't know, it was different because instead of like being like the most powerful military in the world, like, you're a very powerful elite group of soldiers because you're the Ghost, really stealthy and elite. Oh, I was kind of disappointed by Ghosts a little bit. I mean, I wasn't disappointed. Like, I enjoyed the game. I loved the story, but I was expecting more, like, stealth and shit. Like, it seemed a lot like Modern Warfare, the first one, with a hint of Modern Warfare 2, and maybe a tad bit of, like, Black Ops combined. I mean, it was great, but I was expecting more, like, stealth mode and, like, some more cool shit. However, I hate quick time events in Call of Duty games. I don't know, I really hate it because it would be so cool if you could just jump in, if you could like rappel down a building and you control everything. Like, you control it. You don't need to click a button to do an action. Like, well, obviously you're gonna click a button to do an action, but you have to do it yourself. You don't just wait for the indicator to be like, press L1, press L1, press square, boom. You completed the fucking rappelling down a building and all that good crap. Pretty much. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, it's cool sometimes. Like, well, when I watch a cutscene, I want to watch a cutscene. I want to be immersed in the game. And I guess like quick time events aren't always in cutscenes. It's actually during the gameplay. But to me, that's lazy game design. Like, you can't figure out a way to control it or whatever. Like, you can't figure out a way to implement the controller to fit what you're trying to achieve. That's lack of innovation and laziness. You're never gonna get better at making video games if you don't innovate or put in an effort into what you're doing. Like, come up with a new way. Do something original. Like Resident Evil 4, I didn't mind the quick time events at all. It was pretty cool. I liked it at first. Like I like. Okay, when I say I don't like quick time events, I don't like mean I hate them. I just think they're overused. I think in some games it's okay, but when I watch a cutscene, I want to watch a cutscene. I want to pay attention to the story and not have to worry about clicking a fucking button and having to watch the cutscene all over again. I mean, I don't mind dying in a video game and having to redo a part, even though like sometimes it does get like kind of stressful. You're like, I just want to fucking pass this motherfucking level and then I'm done. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. And then whatever. But no, because you didn't click a button during a cutscene, you gotta watch the fucking cutscene again. So you probably have to like replay part of the level to get to the cutscene, even if it's like walking 5 feet before the cutscene's triggered. Then you gotta watch the cutscene. I mean, I guess you can skip the cutscene, but that just gets so annoying and repetitive. Anyhow, so I don't know. I hope I'm not the only one that thinks like a Call of Duty. Um, ignore like. I'm gonna speed up the gameplay a little bit in this video because I want all this footage to fit in like. I want all this footage to fit in like 30 minutes and be able to talk over all of it and not have it to be 50 minutes long. Because not everybody likes fucking 30-minute long videos. I plan on doing like uploading segments of this though and talking about my strategy. Because I really liked this game. I felt like it was good. I felt like I could have done way better. I could have. I made a few mistakes and whatever. Anyway, I hope I'm not the only one that thinks it would be so cool if Call of Duty had a purely zombie game, like campaign. Okay, because how cool would that be? I mean, I'm going out on a limb here. I think it would be cool to have like a little more of an open world type thing, kind of like Battlefield, how you could like get a vehicle and whatnot. But you know, that's not the point. Like, I want a Call of Duty game with zombies, just like not like a multiplayer mode or a solo player mode where not a wave survival, but an actual campaign. So the zombies would have to be, some of them would be a little slower, like the stronger ones should be slower, and like some of the sprinting zombies would be easier to kill. Or just have like a headshot system, kind of like The Walking Dead had. Oh my god, I thought that was amazing, because let's be honest, like no game has really found like the zombie formula that works. Well, The Walking Dead, their zombies were pretty good, except for their AI kind of sucked, which is kind of sad considering it's zombies. I think zombies have the most easiest AI because they just come at you. They don't need to guard. They don't need to deflect shit or hide behind shit or run somewhere and group up and snipe you from across the map. They come at you. That's all they do. They walk fucking towards you. Left 4 Dead, like it was a cool zombie game, but it didn't feel. It doesn't feel like a zombie game because you can kill them without like headshots and shit. Dead Island didn't feel like a zombie game because, well, you can just beat the shit out of any zombie you want. I'm not gonna give Dead Rising too much shit because, like, it wasn't meant to be like that. Dead Rising was kind of, it was fun. It was like, it reminded me of like an arcade game. Like, you knew what they were going for. You just fucking slaughter zombies. That was the main purpose of Dead Rising, so I felt like that was okay because that's what they were going for. However, I think it would, I don't know what I'm gonna say here. I think it would be, could you imagine, like, I know I sound like a broken record right now, but could you imagine Call of Duty Zombies campaign? Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Like, you're figuring out, like, like, you're seeing some of the experiments. Like, cutscenes showing experiments of what the doctor did and, you know, learning about Samantha and the teddy bear. And actually seeing some of that lore. Oh my gosh. How cool would that be? And then, like, seeing, like, the creation of the dog and, like, creation of the teleporter. Or like walking, like you're outside of the Durice space, right? The Durice, what do you want to call it? I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Durice. Imagine just like a cutscene, like you're walking behind, like you're walking up to the Durice space, and then you get a quick time event, not a quick time event, but like a cutscene of where you're walking outside and all that shit, and then you know how like Modern Warfare had like that intel. like that loading screen, it was like Intel and shit, and like how Black Ops kind of did. Like, you know, those cutscenes where it's loading. Oh my god, how cool would that be? It's like, you know, it shows like where in Germany or wherever like that base is, and you get intel on it, and you see a bunch of like notes that are later accessible after you beat the game as like extras, where you can read them and shit. I think that'd be so cool. Oh my god. And like having to like look for things, like collect more files and stuff. I'm not saying, you know, like not make a Call of Duty, but you know, in Call of Duty they have like hidden intel things or whatever, and you get certain unlockables. Well, you get certain unlockables, and they're audio files, their memos, their notes, their freaking blueprints. Like the history, diary, journal entries, and maybe video logs. Audio. Yeah, I already said audio logs. Like, how cool would that be? Instead of like little petty freaking art galleries, you have actual audio logs. Like, so many like Nazi Zombie fans, I feel like, would absolutely adore that. There's not a single doubt in my mind. I'd be lying if I said I don't think Zombie fan. Like, okay, me just thinking about it makes me so happy, even though it probably would never happen. But oh my god, could you imagine? Could you imagine, like, how many copies Activision would sell just by releasing a Call of Duty game like this? Like, I don't know, like have a joint game, like where Infinity Ward comes in and brings what they know about it. Alright, I know this is like never gonna happen, but they all have like strong points in their Call of Duty games, and they all have weak points. So imagine if Infinity Ward came down, and then Treyarch came down, and then Sledgehammer Games came down, and like all hired like their best people, or put their best people in like a task force to create a Call of Duty game that Activision is gonna release and make it a zombie game, because Treyarch would, you know, take care of the zombie aspect. I think Infinity Ward would take care of like the gameplay aspect, and Sledgehammer Games would, you know, just like polish it a little bit, and then you have like 3 different creative ideas, because even though, you know, it's both Call of Duty, you have to admit, like, they're both kind of, they're similar, but they're also dissimilar at the same time in just as many ways as they're similar. Maybe not quite, that might be an over-exaggeration, but I think Infinity Ward conquers. Like, they know how to do multiplayer, so, and Treyarch knows how. What is Treyarch good at? I don't know. I don't know what Sledgehammer's good at. I was making a point without even going anywhere, so maybe you can cancel that out. I don't know. Maybe it would be a good idea. Could be a great idea, in fact. I don't know. I just think it would be cool. Like, the heads of all 3 companies, like, pick out their best game designers, story writers, and blah blah blah. Like Treyarch could provide the lore, since it's obviously, you know, their lore that they created, and you know, all that good stuff, basically. Like, they created the lore, so they should deserve to, you know, write the story. But they could have like Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer Games sort of polish the story, add their own creative ideas, because they all have their own very creative ideas. Like, could you imagine like learning like about the Pack-a-Punch, like what it was built for, and like how it works? I mean, that'd be so cool, like a little segment in the game where you're learning exactly how the Pack-a-Punch works. I would nut all over the game if that ever happened. And then like you learn about like the fly trap and whatever, and Shinonuma. You learn about like the electricity traps or whatever. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. And then like learning how that works, and like seeing the doctor test it, and then like, oh, she killed himself or something. I don't know. I'm overthinking a bit. Like, that might be going too far, too cheesy, whatever. But like, I just imagine like they could do so much with it. They could write so much lore, and they could maybe like write it to the point to where you could consider it canon to the Nazi zombie extra, survival modes or whatever. And if you don't want to, like, you're conservative, then you don't have to. So I think they should make it just similar enough or closely related enough to fit in with the lore, and then make it different enough to not fit in with the lore for people who don't want it, like people who think Nazi zombies is pure the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, oh no. Either way, I think I would be totally satisfied if they made a Call of Duty game of just zombies, because it would be really innovative. It would be so different from Left 4 Dead, so different from Dead Island, so different from The Walking Dead, so different from Dead Rising and every other zombie game that's come out recently. Because a lot of zombie games are getting trashed. I loved Dead Rising, Resident Evil 6. I love the zombie segments. I thought there's zombie segments was perfect. I'm a diehard Resident Evil fan. Yeah, I will answer any question you want about that. I am so diehard. That's all I can say. I'm diehard, like, nonstop. Because honestly, Left 4 Dead is just you start from point A, go to point B, done. Maybe like solve like one little quick puzzle or do something like get some gasoline or some shit like that. But other than that, it's just the same repetitive bullshit. Same with Dead Rising. Dead Rising is just a glorified fetching quest arcade game where you just slaughter the shit out of zombies. Like, that feels like something you'd buy in like PlayStation Store or Xbox Live or something, like one of those little extra games where you just go around and slaughter zombies. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun and it was the best. $60. It was. I didn't pay 60. I think I got it used for like 25 or 35. I mean, it was the best 25 to 60 bucks that I've ever spent on a video game. It was great and so playable, and you can choose whether or not you want to let your daughter turn. And I didn't let my daughter turn, or the main character's daughter turn. I was not evil like that. But like, how cool, like, I don't know, I just really think it would be cool to further explore the zombie lore of Nazi zombies. It's a fucking Nazi zombies. Do you get that? Nazi zombies. That is, oh my god, okay. I'm having a nerdgasm. I need to stop because I'm just getting way too happy thinking about this. And I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat, like, I'm gonna summarize everything I said. It would be cool to have a Call of Duty with a campaign of nothing but zombies. Okay, I don't mean like wave survival. I mean like the campaign, just zombies. They're your main enemies. The slow moving ones, a couple sprinters, and then you could have like some of the bosses that they have like dogs at certain parts to kind of add novelty for the game to make it not so boring, like dogs. And then that one doctor that roamed the lab, and God, was it the Pentagon level? Fuck, I forgot what it's called. You know what I mean? Like, and he take your gun or whatever, and then like the little monkey that takes your gun on one of the maps, and the astronaut sometimes, like, you have to kill him. You know what I mean? Just like implement some of the bosses from the map game modes and have them as like foes for the Call of Duty game. You know what I mean? Because that would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you kill the astronaut or whatever. Like, that novelty for the game. Make them more powerful than the zombies, of course. And then, you know what I mean? I think, anyway, that's just me being a nerd and nerding out and thinking about it. I mean, I could talk all day about it. I feel like I kind of bullshitted my way through everything as I was talking. But, no. Whatever. It doesn't matter because I'm right, and I'm right, and you all love me because I'm right, because you're gay if you don't. Oh my god, I used the gay word. I want to go to hell. How dare I? Anyway, this is Logan Anderson from Cryptic Media. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And tell me how you feel about Call of Duty, like a Call of Duty game with a zombie campaign. Like, based on zombies, not like, like armies fighting each other, but a Nazi zombie campaign for Call of Duty. Tell me how you feel about that. Tell me if you think it would be possible. Tell me what things you like why you would like to see it, and what you would like to see implemented in the game, what kind of lore, and everything like that. If you actually watched, 30 minutes into the video. Anyway, I know I said this before, but please please rate, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching and supporting my channel. Alright, have a good one.